The years of 2020 and 2021 have felt like something out of a dystopian police state nightmare movie. But in the past few weeks, as people around the world turn their microscopes onto their masks and find strange little parasite-looking things crawling on their surface, it seems the genre is switching to horror. All of the footage I'm about to show you in this documentary has popped up on the internet in the past few weeks. Some people think these are fibers having to do with Morgellons disease. Others believe that these are microscopic worms infesting the masks. And others argue that they're just small, stray fabric threads from clothing. But the question remains, why do these masks have small little black things that appear to be crawling on them? Wiggling and moving about. Wiggling, tossing and turning, and reacting to heat and water. Could there be a sinister plot to position these threads right around our mouths and our noses through the PCR tests and the masks? The proximity to our warm, wet mouth activating these little parasites? Are the moving black threads placed on the masks so we breathe them into our lungs? Are we supposed to be the host for these parasites? Most of these recordings are brand new masks that are just taken out of the packaging. So it begs the question, why are there foreign objects? Some people see this and are not concerned. They believe that these are stray fabric threads from clothing. They explain the movement as being a product of static electricity or a gust of wind, a draft in the room. Others believe this is much more sinister. Can the movement that we are looking at in this documentary be explained by gusts of wind, by a draft in a room, by static electricity? In my opinion, after watching many of these videos over and over again, these little black threads that appear to move on their own do not act like any material that I have any experience with. And I think something very weird, possibly sinister, is going on with these little black threads, these worm-looking things, these parasite-looking things. But what are they exactly? Why do so many masks in so many different places around the world all experience the same weird phenomenon of being covered in little black threads that are moving, almost imperceivable to the naked eye, but when magnified and filmed are very, very concerning moving black strands? Or are they worms? A parasite of sorts? On mask after mask, video after video, from city to city, all around the world, we see the very similar threads. We see these same black threads. What's going on here? Could this explain why the governments and the corporations are so adamant about us wearing our masks? Could they be a delivery vehicle for a sinister parasite? What are these objects that so many people are seeing under their microscopes and with their zoom cameras? Are these inanimate, or are they living beings? This is only a small sample of the videos that I've found on the internet in this genre. Video after video after video showing these same strange threads, these worm-like moving entities, objects. But what are they? Are they some sort of a drug delivery system? Are they Morgellons fibers? Are they a living worm in a dormant state? What else is on these masks? What effect will these worms have on humans? The videos started appearing on the internet in sparse amounts, but over time, the momentum has really grown with this movement, and now every day more and more are posted to YouTube, Twitter, Telegram, and the like. I've been doing a lot of research trying to compile the best examples of these threads. I've sought explanations to try to understand what we're seeing here in this footage. And I've even reached out to the mainstream news, hoping that they might cover this. So far, they've done nothing.
CW39.
Hi, thanks for taking my call. I'm calling about something we're seeing on the internet. A lot of the videos popping up. I'm actually an independent reporter, and a lot of people have been interested in this story, so I wanted to pass it along. People are putting their masks in their cotton swabs for like the COVID tests under microscopes. Now, I'm not sure this is all of them, but people have found these weird little black strands that move around and react to heat and water. They look kind of parasitic. I have a whole video compilation that I can send you of these videos that people are publishing on the internet.
Oh, wow, that's kind of crazy.
Horrifying.
Sure, you can send it over to us.
Now, in my research trying to figure out what these are, I came across Micelles, worm-like micelles that can be activated by temperature or pH and can release cargo such as drugs. Worm-like micelles capable of delivering drugs for cancer therapy, but they can certainly be used for other cargo as well, I'm sure. Is this what we're seeing in these videos? A drug delivery system using worm-like micelles? Is this what we're seeing in these videos? A drug delivery system using worm-like micelles? And of course, there's also the infamous press release from Johns Hopkins University where they bragged about their newly developed Theragrippers, capable of releasing drugs to the GI tract. And while I think this is a different technology, it shows that this is something that they've been researching, how to deliver drugs. And you can see here, even pictured on a cotton swab, little specks, each of which are a Theragripper, inspired by a parasitic worm that clamps onto its host's intestines. So what are we seeing in all these different videos taken by different people in different cities across the world, looking at different masks from different manufacturers? Is this a high-tech drug delivery system? Or merely innocuous threads? Are they Morgellon fibers like many people are saying? Are they parasitic worms? Or are they something altogether different? Why are they moving? Can it be explained with static electricity with little gusts of wind in the room? Or is there something much, much more sinister and evil afoot? Prominent establishment figures have long talked about an ideal world for them where they can control the population through medication. We've seen scientists pushing for adding lithium to certain communities' water to mellow them out and make them more controllable. Many argue that that's why fluoride is added to so many different municipal water supplies. We saw Parker Crutchfield come out and argue for adding morality serum, cooperation serum to the water supply, covertly, so that people would go along with their government masters. James McConnell, in the publication Psychology Today in 1970, wrote, quote, "The day has come when we can combine sensory deprivation with drugs, hypnosis, and astute manipulation of reward and punishment to gain almost absolute control over an individual's behavior. It should be possible, then, to achieve a very rapid and highly effective type of positive brainwashing that would allow us to make dramatic changes in a person's behavior and personality. We should reshape society so that all would be trained from birth to do what society wants us to do. We have the techniques now to do it. No one owns their own personality. You had no say about what kind of personality you acquired, and there's no reason to believe you should have the right to refuse a new personality if your old one is antisocial." Aldous Huxley wrote, "There will be in the next generation or so a pharmacological method of making people love their servitude and producing dictatorship without tears, so to speak. Producing a kind of painless concentration camp for entire societies so that people will, in fact, have their liberties taken away from them, but will rather enjoy it because they will be distracted from any desire to rebel by propaganda or brainwashing or brainwashing enhanced by pharmacological methods. And this seems to be the final revolution. So perhaps these are worm-like micelles that are releasing a drug cargo. Maybe they're releasing mind control serum of sorts to make people more controllable and to make us love our own servitude. It's also important to note that many of these masks are manufactured and imported from China, one of the most totalitarian, advanced technology police states in existence. Could this be some sort of a military effort against the other populations in the world? An attempt to subdue us without even firing a shot? So in the remainder of this documentary, I'm going to show a few dozen more videos of this phenomenon. Please share this video far and wide. Feel free to download it and re-upload it onto your channels. Email me if anybody has any intelligence on this. My email is timtruth@protonmail.com. And as you watch these videos, think about the possibilities here. And let's try to figure this out. What are these worm-like creatures? Or are they just innocuous, inanimate objects? Some sort of clothing threads? I'm not sure. The investigation has really just started. But there's a lot of people around the world looking into this. A lot of very smart people trying to figure this out. So what are these strange worm-like black threads? Is it some sort of a drug delivery system? Worm-like micelles? Are they Morgellons fibers? Are they some sort of other man-made technology? Are they some sort of a worm parasite or other living organism? Or are they innocuous threads from clothing? The worldwide investigation continues as people are buying microscopes, masks, swabs, and examine the little black moving threads, worm-like entities that are on the surface.